You're on a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not just Joe Rogan.
No.
Wait, are you Joe Rogan?
No.
Oh.
Far from it.
That's what I'm aiming for one day.
Yeah.
One day I will do LSD.
Don't. Trust me.
And
Okay.
pot with Elon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Welcome back to Fill in the Gaps. I am Egg, and we have a pretty special episode today. We're kind of interviewing tattoo artists because we do have tattoo artists here in front of us. Some have had some vodka. Some have played some Wavelength. Me included. It's fun. Stay till the end. There's going to be more. But today we're going to be kind of looking forward to the newest tattoo festival bringing together of peoples in Perth.
That's it.
We've got Tess and Angus here today, the creators of West Australian Tattoo and Arts Festival.
That's it. You got to keep
That's
the
it.
arts in there
That's
as
the
well.
one. That's
Keep
the
going.
one. That'll be happening this weekend. This weekend, as of posting, 24th, 25th of August.
That's it.
That's it. Yep, that's it. At Winthrop Hall in UWA. Firstly, shout out to Dr. Pickles and Industry Tattoo Supply for sponsoring the podcast. But yeah, thank you guys for being here.
No, that's all right.
Thanks
mate.
for
Thank
having
you for
us.
having us. Yeah.
Anytime. So, tell us about what the festival is going to be. What can people look forward to? And kind of, I suppose, start with what was the inspiration behind making the event?
I guess it comes from a love for tattooing that I feel like I became one of those ones as well where with all the changes that are happening with the exposure and the competitiveness and stuff, and I became one of the artists too that stepped away from tattooing early on when all the hype was starting to kick off. And I mean it's a bit of a dogfight at the moment for a lot of people, but I stepped away as well and I took a look from a different angle. You know, we went to a few tattoo shows back in 2016. We went to London. That was a big eye-opener of what tattoo shows should be and can be.
That lit the true fire, hey? Seeing that.
Yeah.
What was that one called?
London Tattoo Festival,
Okay.
Tattoo Convention. So
Okay.
that's run by a gentleman, Mickey Violetto. He's been doing it. He runs Tattoo Time magazine, or not Time, sorry, Tattoo Life magazine.
Legend.
Yeah, absolutely. Like what he put on over there really breathed a new life. And I mean, that's how long we've been working on this show, since 2016. We came back and we had a vision for it. And I mean, it was all about the venue. I mean, you've already mentioned it. Winthrop Hall is a pretty magical place.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
So we'd been working on it for a few years, and it was always in the background, you know, with our studios and our personal lives. And it took a back seat. But then, to be honest with you, it was seeing other people really try and resurrect the love for tattooing. If we go around Australia, there's a lot of like great history in each state, and you're starting to see it evolve now. Like we've just seen Sydney with Reese and Todd's show over there that really brought back that love for the old school sort of environment. So I'll give credit to them. That was a big sort of kick up the butt for our behalf.
Oh, yeah.
For me personally, I've been brought up around tattooing from like a little kid in the shops, you know, like going in and watching your dad get his neck tattoo or your mum get a little devil tattooed or something like that. So I felt like having the vision and seeing what was possible and then having that mentality to bridge that gap was where the inspiration came from.
Yep.
So I guess it's just a mixture of a creative mind or two, I should say, a bit of inspiration from those that are setting the path before us, and then also just the love for it we have ourselves. You know, we wanted to give something back. I keep referring to this as our last sacrifice to the tattoo gods.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you do your career.
Exactly that.
You commit your career to this, and I mean, don't get it twisted. It's a bit of a slog to be a tattoo artist. You know, there's a lot of after hours and stuff, and we could get into that on another time. But the general gist I could say would be, yeah, like this is our showing to this generation of what it used to be like to what it is now, and just bridging the gap.
Yep.
Yeah, the full spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like I said, it's not anything crazy new, if that makes sense. We're not here to tell you that this is, you know, the be all and end all, it's the best in the world, but it's doing our part, and it's bringing people together. Like you said earlier, uniting great artists, good people first and foremost. Like everyone's been incredible. Shout out to everyone for your support. It's been amazing. But But yeah, that's where it's deeply rooted, man, is bridging that gap. I mean, like, I've been very blessed, like I said, to grow up around the tattoo scene and to know the names to then source all this stuff was the start.
Yeah.
So
it's been pretty epic watching you like flip through magazines and be like, that's this person, that's that person, that no labels on anything, and then being like, I know who did that tattoo. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And
holy shit, he really knows his history. It's crazy.
I think that's what a lot of people that are going to this event appreciate about it, is that it's run
Fully.
by artists, for artists, and for people that
Fully.
genuinely love tattoos or want to love tattoos. Like myself, I've been getting tattooed since I was 16, which is like 6 years, 7 years, something like that. Not a long time. And like when I met with Adam from Industry Tattoo Supply, he's like talking my ear off about all this like history of tattooing. And I had to sit there and I was like, I've got no fucking idea what he's talking about. I have literally no idea. I could not tell you who that person is from that person. So,
man.
yeah, to have an event like this where it is kind of, it's not just about the tattooing, it's about the culture of tattooing and
Fully.
the art behind it and the history of it. I think that's what people appreciate. But just to touch on like the whole last sacrifice to tattooing, I know that you guys sacrificed a lot to make the event happen. As you said, started in 2016, kind of getting the thoughts together for it.
We've got like little mock-ups of posters and like quick sketches here and there of like ideas, and we've got
it's
got
funny,
so
like
much just
that,
from the thoughts of it, you know.
Yeah, like
it's
that's
cool.
that in itself would be cool to we've documented it as much as we can.
Yep.
But that in itself would probably be like
almost
something
like put it
cool
in a
to
little timeline of all the little ideas like,
like,
leading up to actually it happening.
Yeah.
I mean, there was 1,000,001 different ideas about it, and it's come together. And I mean, like, this isn't just us. This, like I said, it stems from conversations. I mean, like, some of my best friends and mentors in tattooing were the ones that gave you a little spark, whether they knew it or not.
Yeah.
You know, I got told very early on in my career, be good to tattooing and it'll be good to you.
Yep.
So I've always tried to do that. And
That's
I mean,
the truth, isn't it?
Yeah,
It really
yeah,
is.
like even now we're seeing this competitive nature of tattooing, and we're not going to shy away from that in the sense of there's that many artists and there's that many great talents. And I mean, we're seeing people come into the tattooing that have tattooed for 2 years and they're mind blowing. But there's that, like I said earlier, there's that bridge in the gap that needed to happen, and to go from like these absolute legends here. I mean, we could start talking about history and be here for 2 hours, but to bridge that gap was the big goal, and it's just cool to see that. Like, I hope you can look at this after it and identify who a Rick Luder is, who a Bobby Thornton is, who Noel Wilkinson is.
Yeah.
You know, these people that did it in a much more like pirate time.
Yeah.
I like to call it, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these people now, what we're saying with Be Good to Tattooing is put in as much as you think you want to get out of it. You know, don't just sit there idle and let it go to waste. You know, like don't let your time or your energy or your creativity go down the drain.
Yeah.
You know, and we just want to try and inspire a little bit of that amongst everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's been awesome. We go on about it all week, the artwork that people are creating. And
Yeah.
seeing banners that are hand painted again.
Oh yeah,
and
that's been the best, hey.
it's magic, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just something that I think should be good. I mean, the support, like I said, is amazing. So it's we know what's going into it. This is the first time. I mean, credit to you. You got us on camera.
Yeah.
We haven't been ever
It was a bit of a struggle, but we got there.
Yeah. We're super private people. So
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No, you guys are doing well being here.
Yeah.
Doing well being
I
here.
appreciate you having us on, man.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. So yeah, going back to like that kind of 2016-ish mark, what was your experience like from coming back from London and kind of getting the ideas together of what you want a festival of celebrating tattoo arts and culture? What was it that you kind of wanted it to be, whether it is stuff that is going to be included this weekend or stuff that you just kind of couldn't make a way for?
When we got back from London, it was more like thinking of a venue, you know, like because it's in the tobacco docks in London. We were just like, holy shit, this is epic, you know, like it was so the atmosphere was so cool. So we were like, we really need a cool atmosphere. Like we really need one. We looked around at a bunch of different places and none just really hit the mark, you know. And we inquired in a few different places, and a few people didn't want anything to do with tattoos and everything that tattooing brings. You know, we're a rowdy bunch, apparently.
And it's funny just to touch on that. Like,
you know,
we spoke about it just the other day. Is it's like a lot of people have probably thought, oh, the venue, we got that. What I'm trying to say is, we had to find a venue that was worthy of tattooing, not the other way.
Yeah.
We had to like.
There's plenty of places we could have just done it, but it just didn't
Yeah.
Like, you know, we did, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it had to be right.
Yeah,
And then, we ended up snagging it, so that's good.
Yeah.
But that was the main thing. Back in
That's-
2016, that was the main thing. Like when we
Yeah.
got back from there after we saw
Matching
that
their
really
atmosphere.
cool
Yeah.
atmosphere, we're like, we need a cool atmosphere. That was
Yeah.
the
Like
biggest.
we're walking around at that
thing.
show, and you're talking about like back in the day, bootleggers would have been bringing their whiskey barrels through the tobacco docks off the
Yeah.
boats, and and then you go, well, you're looking for something with that same history behind it over here, and we're a very young country, but
Yeah.
I think we've done well. Everyone seems to
think so
love
too.
it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place. Shout out to UWA.
Well, the first time we went there, we fell in love. So we were just like, whoa, this is wicked.
Yeah.
But that was probably the only
You
thing.
nailed that then, babe. Like
Yeah.
the venue, the atmosphere.
Yeah.
That was the first thing.
Yeah.
That was the first prep.
Yeah.
Like Tess said, we did inquire at a few places, and
Mm.
I mean, sucks to be them that they're not going to be hosting it, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It sure is.
We're very happy with where we've
Yeah.
landed the dart.
Yeah, of course. And then moving forward, I know that it's kind of your plan. If all goes well this weekend, you want to continue to do it in years coming.
Definitely.
Is the plan to continue to do it at UWA, or is it to just
For
keep
the foreseeable future.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep.
for sure.
Yep.
Like,
Once again, it goes on
Yeah.
what we just said then with it has
Love
to
it.
match tattooing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not just going to put it in a building.
Yeah.
Nah.
It has to match that soul and culture. And I mean, like, without getting too emotional or passionate about it, I mean, just cutting out all the photos and receiving these from the people and speaking to people, it gets pretty deep.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
We've had a few.
we both had a cry.
Yeah, like tears
Just
come
being
to
like,
your
this
eyes.
is
and
amazing. We have it in our hands. Like, this
Yeah.
is great. Like, tangible. Like, this is just
Yeah, yeah.
crazy
and
cool.
I mean, like, to see it in
Like-
that old building is going to be special for us.
yeah.
I think we've had many days where we've just drove there and sat in the place and been
Just
inspired,
'cause.
just because. But
Yeah.
I guess, you nailed that, babe. And then from that, it was always, with the tattoo shows, Egg, it was always like, I guess not competitive, but so early days, tattoo shows weren't even live tattooing at them.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually more of like a congregation of artists. It was dinners, it was beers, it was sharing new tips, it was sharing, I mean, early days of shows. I mean, I wouldn't want to quote it, but like I'd say the first early shows were like maybe the 70s, might have had something in the 60s. I'm not sure. Like I'm talking worldwide, but like 70s and 80s, they started doing them here. And it was just catch up dinners, soulful, happy people. I mean, I was very blessed in my early days. I got to witness those shows.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a mix of what do people want now with the competitive nature.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're all competitive. I don't care what anyone says. You're competitive against yourself or the scene. I guess you could say your style. You know, you see a trick that someone's doing in a cool tattoo. Oh, I'm gonna learn that or do better. And
Yeah.
so we had to merge them. You know, this new generation that has this social media driven presence about tattooing. Once again, visual. The standard of work is at an all-time high, but it's mostly the unity.
Yeah.
That's somewhat was getting, I wouldn't say lost, because still look how many people have come out for it. They were just waiting for it.
Yeah.
Each state's got it now, you know, and it's a special thing.
Yeah.
It's a special
Sure
thing
is.
to bring this amount of people together. So like, thank you to everyone that has come on board. And we talk about it too, like that they've come on board blindly.
Yeah.
I mean, like our vision was just cast out there, and
See what because it's our first year too. We've got no like pictures or footage or anything to show.
Yeah,
and be
yeah.
like, hey, this is what we're doing. You know, it's
Yeah.
literally just a vision. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like, and you guys just trust the process. It's so
Yeah,
crazy.
it's like a couple boards in the war room, or I call our room the war room.
the
It's
war
like,
room.
It's, you know, got little boxes everywhere where I've been putting things in, and we talk about it all the time. Yeah, like sometimes you wish people could come into our private home and spend a moment in that room and kind of understand like the angle we're going on, and this is why we're here. You know, it's
Yeah.
cool to finally share
Fully.
it with you.
Yeah.
How crazy is it that like we've just got boxes upon boxes upon boxes, and then once all of those are unpacked, it's a fucking show. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's just
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
to think that room is just like
Yeah.
Once it's all out,
Especially
gonna
like
pop-
doing the
come to
history
life.
to touch back on that'll always where it be come back to, because I'm a big believer in you got to know what has happened to know what could happen or
Yep.
what needs to happen in the future.
That's been fun learning all the history.
Oh,
Like,
beautiful,
in the,
beautiful. Like,
especially with you, you're like my little encyclopedia. You're like,
Yeah.
what's this? And you just rattle it
and
off.
like
It's
I
crazy.
said, like it's not,
Crazy knowledge.
we're nobody special even with it. Like when you ask about inspiration, we're nobody special. We just, I guess, wanted to give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know, give it
Yeah.
a proper crack, and it's.
We saw the opportunity. Hey, we're kind of like either we get to 70 and go, fuck.
Yeah, we missed that, or
Damn it, we never did it. Or should we
Hey,
just put it all on
we
black and
tried.
give it a
Yeah.
try?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just
And
give it a go, and we did.
hey everyone, I'd like to take a quick moment to tell you about the sponsor of this episode, Dr. Pickles. The only thing worse than a bad tattoo is a good tattoo that doesn't get taken care of in the aftercare process, and that's where Dr. Pickles is there to help. Dr. Pickles is an Australian created and owned tattoo aftercare brand and is trusted by artists everywhere. From tattoo balm to foam wash, Dr. Pickles has got you covered for all your aftercare needs. To get 15% off your order with Dr. Pickles, use the code FITG at checkout. That's code FITG at checkout for 15% off all Dr. Pickles products. Whether you're an artist or a client, let Dr. Pickles be your best friend in the aftercare process. And I mean, full credit to you guys, because like you said, like it was just kind of something out of nothing. Like no one expected it. You didn't have any prior footage to show of it or anything. And I specifically remember being at the gym, and I think I was walking on the treadmill, and I saw, I think it was Lacey Enzo Nero, post that she like was going to the event or something, and I was like, the fuck is this event? I've never heard of it before. Went on it was like 150 followers or something. I was like,
what is this?
I was like, what is going on? And then like a week later, I started seeing more people, and I was like,
slowly.
Okay. And I
getting
like
out
started
there.
asking around people, like, yeah, it's like a new like tattoo festival thing, and I was like, okay, that could be cool. And then the more I kind of like, because that was early on into the podcasting days, so like I was quite new to learning the culture of tattooing. So like meeting these artists and hearing them talk about what the event is going to be, and being like, damn, okay, it's actually sounds like it's going to be a pretty fucking cool thing. And
Wicked.
then that's when I reached out to you guys and I was like, do you want to talk about it? Because I think people would like to hear it.
Yeah, we may
because
as well.
Yeah, I mean, we said at the start, man, we are very private people.
Yeah.
Especially now that we've got our little one, you know, like that's pretty much the be all and end all for us. We have our little man Dennis. He's the real king. If you see him at the show, anyone go and give him a high five.
A
or
knuckles. Oh, he will love a knuckles.
okay, no, I said
Yes.
Knuckles. Yeah.
Knuckles.
Yeah, like
Does he go by Dennis the Menace?
Oh, he is such a menace.
Okay,
he
good.
lives up to
Good.
the name.
Good.
It's crazy.
Good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
but like
yeah.
that's like the hardest thing for us was. I mean, we try to run it without anyone knowing.
No, yeah, we
who.
were going to do it completely anonymous,
Yeah.
and then we're like, shit, you know. I think we kind of have to be like,
Became a
hey
point of
guys, it's us,
liability,
because
didn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
like no one's gonna get behind anything.
And
if
I
they
mean,
don't
it
know who
helps.
it is,
Like,
you know.
yeah, we very very fortunate to have some very amazing friends. Like,
Oh yeah,
people
Fully.
that are traveling. Even I can't wait to pick up certain people from the airport this week because they
Yeah,
just
you're
mean
counting
so
down.
much to us. Like traveling over, like it gets me a little bit here. Like I've got friends that I've met 10 to 12 years ago in tattooing that were like these dudes that like I was rocking up at tattoo shows with no hotel accommodation or anything. I'm just like, fuck, I'll just wing. I'll sleep at a backpack. And now I've got these guys that like took me under their wing. And to touch on it again, that's the root of this. It's to try and bring like what I was blessed with early days of these really good characters that accepted you. And like I said, we're very private. I mean, I did a little one last night while you were getting Dennis to bed, didn't I? Of
going down memory lane.
yeah, like looking at old photos and stuff like that. It was fun. It was good. But yeah, we're here, and I think just telling the actual story of the show will be good. So
Yeah,
let's
because
get some questions popping, man. And we'll answer them. I know there's a certain few, groups of questions that we can just answer and get it all on the table.
Yeah, that's it. Because I mean, I'm sure that it's amazing for you to see all these people that kind of like took you under their wing and like supported you and everything. Even from my side, like I said, very new to the tattoo culture and everything. And since doing this podcast, like kind of talking every now and then to these artists from like Eastern States and stuff, just every now and then, and seeing them say like, oh, I'm coming to like this studio to like guest at Perth when I attend this event. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to get to meet this person. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really think I was going to get to meet them anytime soon. So for me to have like that kind of reaction when I've known them for 6 months, Yeah, I can only imagine how
Yeah.
big it must be to
it's
you
Pulls on the
guys. Yeah,
heartstrings.
100%. Yeah. Something I was going to ask you guys about was like obviously the original planning. Like you said, you want to keep it somewhere bridging the gap between like gatekeeping what tattooing used to be and like having it. Why are things changing? Like fucking get off my lawn kind of thing, but also not making it like this new style thing where it's like just social media fueled. You have to bridge that gap. So for both of you, was there anything that you either wanted to include but you just couldn't because it's too new school, too old school, or something that you were able to include that you're really excited to be able to kind of bring?
That's a really good question. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're good at what you do.
Because I know that one that you said, like you touched on it before, with like the live tattooing. You said you didn't want there to be any live tattooing, and at this stage, it's kind of almost impossible to have like a tattoo festival without live tattooing. Like, there's not a major draw for people to come. Like,
Yeah, it's always about live tattooing.
Some
always
people.
about
what I meant before, like, was
the old shows didn't have any.
you wanted that same energy about it without the I don't even want to say like the reward of tattooing at these things. You want the same passion behind it where people would support it for the right reasons, not just because they get to tattoo at it. And I think we've nailed that because everyone that got on board, like we said, they got on board somewhat blindly. But they got on board with such like ferocity. You know what I mean? Like people were hitting us up. I mean, we've got people already. There's a pretty big list of wait lists for next year. Which is again very motivating, very humbling. I mean, it doesn't give me any time off in the year or year now.
No, that's okay. So
but yeah, like the people coming on board was always the essential of it. And I mean, they've gone and done it, and all I want from that now is for them to all enjoy themselves. Even the people coming. I mean, like we've got a really, really good team together, and I don't want anyone having to do anything strenuous or anything to try and get the show happening. We'll be there, we'll make it happen, you know. So in terms of bridging that gap of what you're saying, I mean, it's more like what we talk about is like showing this new generation what it used to be, but also, like you said, accepting what they're after. Social media is a big part of it. We have to have that. You know, things that are at the show that are somewhat old. I mean, you go straight to the history display. Once again, there's people that are doing that around Australia and around the world now. They're starting to identify that this stuff needs to be kept. So we're just doing our part. Very fortunate to be close enough to the ones before me. And we touch on it a lot where it's like, without them, we wouldn't be able to have what we're aiming for. You know, and then it's like you want to go to the new stuff. I mean, we haven't really spoke about this too much. The post went up, but like the idle hands display. So like that's something super new. That's a never been done in the world before with these synthetic hands. Like synthetic tattooing has been around for a while now. Like,
but not really in a display, not in a
not
showcasing. Like, you know, you can go up and have a look at somebody's tattoo on their skin, you know, but you can't, or a painting, you can go up and have a look at it in a frame, but you never be able to see a tattoo just like an actual tattoo right there, you know, and that's what we really wanted to do. People can walk up and go and have a real good look at it without you know, having to grab someone's hand or arm or whatever. Go and have a real close up look.
That was a fun thing to see come together. You know, like a unique art spin. We didn't just get people to draw on like paper or give us a design.
Actually submit a tattoo. That was really.
I mean, sorry to everyone that struggled with it.
Yeah.
The stenciling of them things was quite pesky.
It would definitely was.
As someone that doesn't tattoo, I've seen what they look like. They didn't fucking struggle. Get off it. Come on. They're some talented. They are some talented motherfuckers. I was looking at those and I was like, what? How? I couldn't even begin to wrap my head around
the stencil
this,
definitely was no small feat though.
That's something that we'll say to the public, I guess, is give a little bit of extra credit when you see these hands because they weren't easy to work with. And the biggest love and appreciation to all the artists that got on board, because that once again is just an idea that we had. I'd seen the hands getting around and they were like always projected as practice, practice. And I went, why don't we
make them an actual
instead of having them not, I wouldn't say wasted with practice, but showcase. And it's cool to see. Like I can't wait for people to even see that. So that's like the newer trying to tap into something new, I guess.
I feel like we've just like marveled at every single one that's been dropped off.
Yeah.
They've come back to us and we've just been like, holy shit, for like
And
ages looking at it. And then the next one, it's just been amazing to see them
stylistically,
come in.
it's most impressive in that when you can see a realism tattoo done by someone like Cara, who's absolutely world class, and then you've got a trad timeless tattoo from someone like Sunny that is just two opposite ends of the spectrum, but still should have the same appreciation.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, so like just little things like that, trying to shed the light on, you know, as much tattooing as we can. And, you know, it's going back to what's different from old ones to new is galleries started coming in.
Yeah.
You know, so like displaying as much artist work as we could.
Yeah.
You know, and once again, seeing the prints and stuff, I mean, like I'm going to go broke because of everyone.
Same
at
here.
these shows.
Same
Like,
here. I'm going to buy so many arts and
Yeah,
art prints and shirts. And oh my God, just seeing everything that's coming. Hey.
we've looked
Can't
forward
wait.
to that for a while. And that's pretty much the gist of, like, I guess it circles back to why we're doing it, you know, just that unity amongst tattooing and a bit of excitement. I mean, I'm excited. I keep hinting to Tess, like, do you reckon we'll have time to tattoo there ourselves? Like,
Hell no.
I don't want to
running
miss
around
out.
like headless chooks.
But
Nah.
this is,
One day.
as we said, it's our sacrifice, but it's everyone's sacrifice. Everyone's given their time to be there. And
Fully.
I mean, like I said, doing the hands. We've got artists like Yoshio from Golden Panther and Easy Tiger in Sydney. He's bringing like this incredible Japanese like painting collection of prints. Like,
so good.
you got Joe from Dirtbag Auto airbrushing doing like just cool artwork in their own styles.
Yeah.
So that's new as well, you know.
Yeah.
So that just given a platform.
Yeah.
It's kind of the new aspect of it. It used to be very secretive.
Yeah.
It used to be like a secret handshake at the door or a knock, and then you'd get your ticket after that, you know. So
Well, I heard that the one for this one is just to go to Dennis and do the old fist bump.
That's
fist
right.
bump.
100%
that's
in.
it.
Come in.
and he'll tell you if he doesn't want you in there as well.
I love that. The stylistic thing, that's kind of what's amazed me the most, looking at the idle hands. Like, and I've said it to people, like, before doing the podcast and everything, like, people that aren't involved in getting tattooed or anything, and they're like, oh, who's, like, the best artist in Perth? And I'm like
How long's a piece of string?
Yeah,
You know,
I'm like, it completely depends what you like. But I'm like, and like, it takes back to talking about the hands, like, looking at someone like Jackson May's work, and it's just like color realism and stuff. And I'm like, I would never get anything like that on me because I just get black and grey patchwork. But oh my God,
How
that
epic.
is
Can
fucking
appreciate.
insane. That is ridiculous. And then like Sun Spirit, she does like mandalas and
Yeah,
geometric stuff. And I'm
So
like,
beautiful.
I'm like, again, would never get that. That is incredible.
Yeah, and
like,
you can
I
go up
just
and look
love
at it,
looking
you know,
at it.
real
So,
close. It's
yeah,
so cool.
to have all
gives
these
you a moment
hands.
to appreciate it. And
Yeah,
better yet,
Fully.
like I said, get to know the people behind them.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you can see styles and you can see how they are, and then when you meet these people, you're like, you know, someone that might do like a quirky new school tattoo will be like someone that's got good fucking humor.
Yeah.
You know, and then you've got ones that are a bit.
Yeah,
you know,
it's got some personality in them. Hey,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool.
Like it's
Really cool.
getting to know the people that are joining has been enjoyable too. Like I said, I've been very reserved. You've been very reserved your whole life. Like, and then like I said, rather than being a part of the ones that were like stepping back, we kind of went like, let's get all these people out because they need to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they need to be heard. These people are like good people, great artists.
Yeah.
So that's the enjoyable part. You know?
Yeah, nice. Good stuff. In terms of like away from the tattooing, the entertainment, the vendors, that kind of stuff, how did you guys, what was the process of getting the right people to, because you said like with the venue, you got to find the venue to like fit what you want it to be.
Yeah.
So was that a similar process with
Kinda,
the vendors
hey, we'll
and the
kinda-
entertainment?
Yeah, like
Yeah. You'd just be like, I feel like it needs this. And then we would look around and try and find the best of that.
Okay.
You know
Like-
what I mean? Like,
the summary to
Yeah.
go on that, like we keep saying, creative.
yeah,
Like,
create. Yeah. The more unique, the better.
Yeah.
Like imagine like you go to a show like this and you see someone like you said, a Jackson or someone like Emma Dreadpool. You see them create this like out of worldly tattoo.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna just look up and it'll just be like a simple, you know, radio playlist playing. I mean, yeah, you've got that in your show, but like we just went creative. So
Yep.
if you want to talk about entertainment, like we got acoustic guitar sets from like, you know, some incredible singers. One of my very good friends, Jamie Hall, like these are, once again, same thing with the artists. These are people we felt like had to be seen,
fully
heard.
Oh yeah.
Like my friend Jamie, like the voice on that dude is so powerful. Like
I've seen his
good.
stuff. I think before you even announced that he would be.
Yeah.
I think he was
there.
one of the first ones where like he needs to be here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he needs
yeah,
to play
like-
because he's so good. He
Yeah.
needs
Just-
to be seen
yeah, it
and
went,
heard.
it went from there. Like
It did.
I mean, you go up from that, and like the string quartet.
That was
I
you.
mean,
that was all you. He
like-
was like, it needs it. It needs
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I was on the fence for that one, huh? And
Yeah.
now the feedback from people we've talked to, they're like, I can't wait to see the string quartet.
Like-
and I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Set the
But-
tone. I'll set the tone for you here. Like imagine like 7
Should I,
o'clock.
should I close my eyes? Or?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
We're 7
do
o'clock
that for a
on
minute.
on a Saturday or even the Sunday session. That room is going to be like a certain lighting, you know, that mood lighting, and then you get a fucking string quartet play "Nothing Else Matters" by Metallica.
I'm there. I'm there.
Man,
Same.
like I don't care if no one shows up. I'll stay in there by
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Like it's just things like that and creative. Like no disrespect to like a DJ or anything like that. They've each got their own talents and
Absolutely.
I mean we were listening to them earlier. Here I've seen you. See if anyone's listening. DJs use a solid, but I mean like even one of our headline acts is just this amazing like percussion performer. Cy from Wild Marmalade, like
He's so good.
we even that.
He
I mean,
just-
we'll always be honest, but we went to his gig going like, oh, we'll see this before we commit, and like to watch this dude like kind of goes with the spirit of the wizard. Like he just conjured this room
Oh
up.
yeah. You can just his vibe just like entered everyone's body.
Yeah, yeah.
Or they're all just like vibing out. We're like, this is so fucking cool. This is
Yeah.
so cool.
So it's the creativity.
you can't
was-
help but vibe with it. It's just
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's so cool.
That
like
was
seeing
the
someone
essence.
drum and do didgeridoo at the same time. What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what? It just is so cool.
How? I'm trying to wrap my head
How?
around
Exactly.
how that
and
would work.
You want to get into
Exactly.
it? Throw a guitar in there too, man. He does
Yeah.
it all. Like
Yeah.
so, it's the creativity element of our and like
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
artists are going to stop tattooing just to see this stuff. you
to
know?
actually
Like,
stop and look because it's
So-
awesome. So
That's the summary of that, like creativity.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, and we're very musical people. Like I've played music my whole life, and Tess is a big muso, and it's one of those things where we'll like once again as the venue is what matches tattooing because it's pretty extraordinary talent.
Yeah.
You know, and or not even talent, it's hard worked, but there's that like we had to match it.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, I'm a metalhead by choice, but to hear a string quartet belt out some
Yeah.
pretty amazing haunting things would be cool. So very excited about that in terms of our entertainment and performances. And I mean, our host Ben, great guy, Ben Sorensen, he'll be our host. He's got a cool trivia game that we haven't really released to anyone just yet.
Okay.
Like that'll be on the day, so that'll be a part of our like apprentice challenge with Adam from industry. But then it's an interactive trivia, so you can scan the QR code and jump on. So there's just
Everyone
little
can play. So even when
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
like chilling, getting tattooed, or you can. everyone
crowd.
can
It'll
play
be
it.
up on the big screen and just little things like that. That's a creative element of
Yeah.
bringing people in
Everyone
as
can
well.
tap in and give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crown the winner and see artists that don't know more than the clients. That'll be a good test. So, but yeah, just creativity, bit of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the gist of the performance, man.
Yeah, nice. I'm
Very,
looking
very-
forward to it. It's gonna be fun because like I was saying with Jamie, like Jamie, get at me, come on the podcast.
Do
but yeah,
it.
I've like
Oh,
seen
definitely.
it's like seen his stuff and seeing the people that you're posting. I'm like, this is gonna be cool. I'm going there with the hopes to like get some content and get people's thoughts and feelings about it. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get anything done. There's so much to see,
Yeah.
so much to do, so much to admire. It's gonna be like, so tell me about.
Tell me about what's going on over here.
I'm like, whatever you're saying, just keep saying it or whatever. Just like looking around.
That's
my
what-
ADHD brain. Just
Can
too many
relate.
things.
You just nailed it there, man. That's like that ADHD brain where, what would it be like 1 a.m? I'll be cutting up photos or talking to Tess, and then you'll go, like even 2 nights ago I had this idea, and I've like just spewed it to Tess, and then I've called my sister who's our receptionist at the studio, and I'm like, come over right now, and she's like, all right, like it's pretty late, and
I'm on my way.
I've come
Angus, what the fuck did you do?
yeah, like you spew an idea at him, and then it's like see what you can get done. And I mean that's all it's been is when an idea strikes, we sit on it, we go back and forth, and we're very good like that. We're very
Yeah.
honest with each other, so it'll be like, what do you reckon?
And a
then-
decision's made pretty freaking quickly. Hey, like we
Yeah,
come down,
yeah.
we boil down to it pretty quickly
Yeah.
too.
So like even you touch on like what will happen next year, it'll always elevate, but this year was just creativity.
Whatever
want people
felt
to-
right. Hey,
Yeah,
whatever felt
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So our performers come down. Saturday will be a bigger performance day. Sunday's the
More competition. Hey?
competitions.
Yep.
But I mean, there's something on the hour every hour.
Yep. Yeah. Nice.
That's what we're really excited about. Is you know, you don't want to see people just come down and get bored after an hour. There'll be something for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even the arcade alley. I mean, I'm a mad now. I've got my boy. We go to the arcade a lot, don't
Yeah,
we?
you used to. That's
Just in
dad-
there one day.
that's
Hey,
Dad's day out.
we need an arcade. Let's go. So even that'll be there. You know.
Have you got claw machines?
We do actually.
Yes.
There's a few cool prizes to win too for them. So
Why the fuck would you do this to me? That's just
Bring your cool.
Yeah,
every
bring-
time I go to Coles, there's a claw machine outside of the Coles we go to.
Yeah.
Every time without fail, I stop, and I'm really fucking good at them when they're in a good spot. And every time I win one, it's like a Transformers
Yeah.
one. I'm like, I don't even want it, so I like find a little kid to give it to or something.
Yeah,
but
there
I'm
you go,
like, I just
thrill of
love
it.
playing it.
Yeah.
It's like my gambling. It's
Yeah.
just-
I was gonna
you
say,
do.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, it's like you put the coin in, and if the machine doesn't turn or doesn't register the thing and it spits it back, you're like, where am I gonna get my fix?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll be leaving the shop and it's like a magnet like
Yeah.
pulls you back
Yeah.
towards the machine. Hey, you're like, I just gotta
Sad.
try it.
Yeah, and like something inside you's like, I just want to break the glass to get them, but I'm like, I don't even want the toy. I just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to win.
yeah,
So like, yeah, we got a claw machine. I mean, there's opportunity to win some cool things in that.
Yes,
You know, the artists will want to have a crack at that machine in there.
they definitely
Mm,
will.
So-
hint, hint, hint. Okay.
Yeah, we won't
Okay.
give up too much. We'll tell you on the Friday, but
Yeah.
yeah, just fun stuff all weekend.
Yeah.
You know, like there's always room for improvement as well. You know, we'll work with UWA on what we can do next year and elevate it. I mean, I had some pretty extravagant ideas of a ball of death with motorcycles and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So won't be this year. You know, you gotta get friendly with your venue, but
Yes, you do.
no, it's going to be cool to see some interesting things go on. And like
Yeah.
I said, I urge everyone to come and support those artists as well and book them for your gigs. They do weddings, they do everything. So there's a lot of cool people that'll be performing.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff. Guess one of the final questions that we'll try to touch on is, I know you kind of touched on it a little bit then with the ball of death, but is there something or a couple of things that each of you couldn't make happen this year, but you're looking forward to that either might happen, you want to happen, or could very possibly happen and it just missed out this year that will
Yeah.
happen in years to come? I guess, Tess, we'll start with you.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Other than stir fry and Skittles ice cream.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
That's a 3. That's a 3 out of 10, guys, for the record. Probably like the whole one thing that we haven't done, and that's like the Miss Inked side of things. You know what I mean? Like having,
pageant.
a little bit of a pageant type thing. One of our girlfriends brought it up with us because she used to enter them,
Yeah.
and was saying like, that could be good, and we were like, oh, we didn't even really like think about that too much. Like I'm not sure if we wanted to go in that direction, you know. And then she was like, well, there'd be a lot of girls that would want to do it, want to
Yeah.
get into it. So
Yeah,
that
certainly
might be
would.
the one thing that we the one thing that I would think about. But yeah, we're just still not
Probably-
too sure if we want to go in that
probably the
direction or
only thing
not.
that-
So
I mean, we don't
That's
want to
the-
speak too early, but like,
Yeah.
so
there's not
next
much.
year's planned to a degree, but there's like probably the seminars. I mean, like I said, I
Yeah,
probably
the
don't want to speak on
seminars.
it too much just
Yeah,
yet,
yeah.
but we're working on some pretty special things for like seminars next year for the artists. So like, it's a 2-day event this year. Next year we've scheduled a 3-day event, so there'll be the
Okay.
Friday as well, which will excite a lot of people. And we really wanted to bring like a little level of education, you know. So, like I said, I won't talk on it too much because you don't want to promise things and come up short.
Of
But
course, yeah.
seminars would be good. We've spoke about that. Bring some heavy hitters in that
Yeah.
have some good.
Yeah,
good
and that would be
knowledge
like
to
a
share.
closed,
Yeah,
a closed
yeah.
thing for like artists only.
Once
so it
again,
would
yeah.
that the seminars thing probably wouldn't be much to like. It wouldn't be for the
public,
public.
no.
It wouldn't be like at the show. It would be
I
separate
mean,
to,
that's-
but in
yeah.
conjunction with. So
Yeah, so there you go. You've got 2 things there. Like
Yeah.
we've got the beauty pageant for next year. The girls can come and dress up nice and put a spin on the tattoo culture. That it's not just all these dirty old scoundrels with tattoos and scumbags, but and then we've got the education side of it.
yeah,
That's the big draw next year, especially being at the university.
Yeah.
We need to step it up and give them something to oversee that caters to their genre.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, probably just those two.
Yeah,
isn't it,
that's
babe?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's
And then the
obviously
globe of death.
yeah,
And then the globe.
there's obviously things that'll develop, and I mean, like we're open to what people want to see as well. This isn't our show; it's everyone's, you know. So it'd be cool to. It's going to be interesting if you've got an idea at the show this year. Come and have a chat with us and pitch your idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People will be surprised at what can be done if it's approached the right way.
Yeah.
And I mean more things like what we're doing here.
Yeah.
You know, we've got yourself, Egg, who's really supportive of tattooing and doing this for artists to get a little bit more exposure. You got the legends at Rats Get Fat as well. You know, Jake Stratton's ours, like they want to do what they're doing with their podcast. So get interviewing happening. I mean, you'll be roaming this year. I'm looking forward to that. You've got sort of like the opportunity to grow is all I'm saying. Like we've got a lot of room for movement.
Sure do.
If people want to bring something to them, I mean, like the art galleries, these are the artists that are coming to us with these like really cool ideas of what they want to display and exhibit. We're just giving the platform for them and supporting them as big we can, you know.
Yeah.
So bit of new stuff next year for everybody.
Yeah.
Wants to come next year.
Yeah.
But we'll get through this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
we'll get through that first.
Yeah.
and I'm sure you guys have got that like kind of built up anxiety of like it's almost there. We can almost see the finish line. We've put in so much to this. It's almost there. Are you looking forward to Sunday night or Monday morning, I guess, where you can just
Break,
kind of
bump out.
Tess wants to schedule a 48-hour sleep.
Yeah,
I was just about to ask what's the plan for the week following for you two?
We haven't gone to bed any earlier than 2 a.m. this whole week leading up to it. Just crossing the T's, dotting the I's.
Yeah.
So that's just a big
We'll
fat
have
rest
a
at
big.
the end
We'll
of
have
it.
a
but
big.
I don't want it to go too fast either. I'm not wishing
yeah.
it away. No way. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait.
We have a big adrenaline dump at the end of it, and just
Yeah.
But I've got some great friends that are heading over and guesting with us and stuff. So
Yeah, and they're
I'll
hanging
play
out for a
host
bit
and
longer.
hang out with them and do some sentimental sort of heart with some friends I don't get to see often. And
Yeah.
we'll spend a lot of time with Dennis.
Definitely.
That boy, he needs a bit more time when this is all said and done.
Yeah.
Big
So-
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy because like we were just saying the other day, we're like, holy crap, it's 5 sleeps, and we're like, well, the show starts in 10 minutes, like that's how fast those 5 days are going to go.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
yeah,
like, it's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah. 100%.
but excited. Excited.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. One last question, tattoo related, before I let you guys go. And feel free to just say no, fuck off, Egg, if you don't want. But is there an artist that you wanted to shout out that's maybe like up and coming? Like you said, there's artists that have got like 2 years experience, something like that. They don't have to be attending this. They don't have to be from Perth. Is there an artist that you wanted to shout out to kind of keep an eye on because they're up and coming? And yeah, one artist, 5 artists,
Again,
100
good
artists.
question.
Yeah,
Shit.
getting to know these people. There's ones that you definitely like. You see mad potential in, and you hope the best for. But that's for everyone involved because they're doing the same for us.
Yeah.
I guess to stem off that question, to be able to answer it honestly, is it's like I probably lean into like the people that I think deserve like a lot of love, but they shy away from it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say like anyone's going to be greater than anyone or keep an eye on anyone, but like there's cool characters that I hope get brought out.
Yeah.
Like we've got some in our studio, and like a big shout out to our team at Ascendance. Like we love them guys, and
They put up with everything. Hey.
yeah, like they've allowed us to be pretty free flowing with getting this done, and it's a lot of our team that I'd love to see come out of their shell with this.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot of like local studios that have just started that we want to see get a little bit more support to keep on charging.
Yeah.
Then you could like touch on all the old legends, like I cannot stress enough about the people that came before us that are still here.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
there's people, man, that have been tattooing like 40, 50 years that are still in WA from a time where there was like 3 studios in the state.
Yeah.
Go and spend time with these people.
Mm.
Like
That was pretty wild seeing the list of like Perth tattoo studios, and there's like 3 or 4 listed. That's it.
Yeah.
None.
Like-
and now there's like 3 or 4 in a suburb. It's insane.
Yeah.
more than
So
that. Like,
those guys, the originals.
yeah, it's if anything, like I probably wouldn't say from my angle, from my personal angle, like I don't know how everyone else feels moving forward, but like I would like to see a little bit more love and time. Like go and see these people. Go and visit their studios. Go and go and ask them things that you're probably curious about that they can answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Tattoo
like
studios aren't scary. Like
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
not. Go
like-
in, say hi.
these people that I've been very blessed to spend time with in the past few months, or in any way, shape, or form, go and see them. You've got your young up and comers, but this is that gap between like old and new. The old are still here though.
Yeah.
You know, like a couple of these photos, these people that have passed on. There's a lot of them though that are 100% still in the game, still in the studios every day.
Yeah.
Go and spend time with them. That's probably my big message. I mean, I'm an old head, so
You are.
I'll praise the ones before me. You could probably speak on like the crew that are coming up.
I just feel like I can't go and name one person because
Yeah,
I'll
that's
go
the thing.
in.
I didn't want to like put you on the spot and be like, we love everyone,
I
but
couldn't
who's your
even-
favorite?
Yeah, yeah,
like,
exactly.
I didn't want to
couldn't
do
even
that or
name
anything,
four,
so-
you know, like, and then
Yeah.
be happy with those four. Because on the way home, I'll be like, "Fuck, I should have said this
Yeah,
and this and this."
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I just. So I'm just gonna stay over here and say none because
Yeah.
if I can't say one without the other, I can't.
Yeah.
Like I said,
But that's what I
on
mean.
The,
Like,
on the way home, I'll just be kicking myself. So
yeah,
I felt bad even asking it because
No,
I was like,
it's alright.
if you guys said who's your favorite guest, I'd be like,
yeah, exactly. See,
I
it's
don't
so
wanna
hard.
say
It's
one
like, I
person
love
and
you
not
all.
another,
We all
so-
just
Yeah.
different strokes
Fit
for
in
different
this.
folks.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
I think as well. Like I said, the personalities are amazing.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Like, there's ones that you think will be shy that are the fucking funniest, most entertaining, get on with people, and then there's the ones that are like real eccentric in that. But then when you get them, they're a little bit deeper than you think.
Yeah.
You know, so like, just go and speak to them.
Yeah.
And I mean, we talked about it when you came in the studio, how like the first few times you went to meet artists, you're like, oh my God, like
Yeah.
we're nobody special. We're just people that love
human.
what we do.
yeah,
Everybody.
So go and like mix it with them.
yeah,
You know, go and spend some time with
Yeah.
these people, and new and old.
yeah. 100%, yeah, because like I was saying to you, the first few times I like did the consults with people to go on the podcast. Me and my missus going there, and like walking up, being like, "Oh my God, we're actually going to meet this person. Oh my God, like they're a celebrity kind of thing." and
How funny.
now, like having done this podcast, I'm like, people start to feel the same way when I'm coming to them, and I'm like, that's odd. I'm
Yeah.
just like a dude.
Well,
and I'm
I
like,
was nervous.
I'm like,
I was nervous to come here
yeah,
today.
and
So
I'm like, so that's how they're okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So they are
Yeah.
just
we're all
people,
on the
so-
same level. Everyone's a little bit nervy.
yeah,
it's
so
all good.
100%. Like, definitely use this event, and also just go past a tattoo shop and go ask for
Oh,
some advice for
Definitely.
just some stories, anything.
And
Because
as much as we need it to survive and thrive, get off your phones and go and see them. Get
Yeah.
off your phones and go and get tattooed and
yeah,
immerse yourself. If you love it, immerse yourself in the culture, because it's a special thing.
Yeah.
You know,
It is.
like it's a very special thing.
and that's why I'm trying to do more of those short videos, like Meet the Studio,
Yeah,
like I did
yeah.
with WA Inc., to show like they're approachable people.
Yeah.
Most
Absolutely.
of them. Some are like kind of like
You've got your crew that hide in
whatever.
the back.
Yeah,
room,
exactly.
like-
Yeah, you have to
Don't
come
worry.
through a sentence for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. So just kind of swing past and
I've just envisioned like you coming into our studio and everyone seeing you and just.
yeah, yeah.
I've
Got
I've
stencils
book-
to show.
Yeah. Like
See you
Well,
later.
yeah, I've told you about one artist at your shop that is staying as far away from the camera as she possibly can.
oh yeah.
She was the first person I ever had a consult with about the podcast
Oh,
before I even
really?
started it. She
Yeah.
still hasn't been on the podcast.
Twist her arm a little bit, man.
Yeah, she'll have to come on.
Yeah, she has to.
Yeah.
She has to. Anything else you guys wanted to add or kind of bring to light before we wrap it up at all?
Come and enjoy tattooing. Love tattooing.
Yeah.
Whether you're an artist that's not in attendance, whether you are 100% there, get involved, put your best foot forward.
Yep.
Love it. Support the ones that support us. I mean, like all our sponsors have been amazing.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The support from them, whether it be just organising things on their behalf or so thank you to them.
Yep.
All of our sponsors, we're giving plenty of love to them. I mean, the competitions, come get your kid off to the public.
Oh yeah. That.
Like that.
Come
I
and show your
really-
tattoos
I really want to drive that home. Is like,
because they can be healed once. Like they don't have to be
Yeah.
yet like done at the show to enter or win.
it's
So yeah,
something that we.
come and show them off.
Yeah.
I want to see
Come and
as
show
many
us what you got.
naked suits. I want to see sleeves. Come and represent.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a public and you're not an artist, come and represent your artist and show them that you appreciate what you wear. Give them that representation, because like we just want to see as many bodies of work from these artists. Let them have that moment where they get a photo with all of their artists in one building. Take that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So things like that. We just really want to drill home. Enjoy the history
Yep.
get to know the history. Probably that's the biggest thing I want to give probably a shout out to that's thought out from my perspective is, like, big thank you to the Thornton family of the late, great Bobby Thornton, the original tattoo wizard. Big thank you to Noel Wilkinson from the Tat Shop, Ricky Luda, the PTAA, Mooney and team from over east. Probably the inspiration, like I said earlier, Reese and Todd over in Sydney. And even then, just the people that are preserving it and stuff, it's cool to see it's still there.
Yeah.
So we just want to drive that home. Come and see that. Come and appreciate that. Come get your kid off. Support the artist. Share it around. Go and see your artist.
Yeah.
It's just all about unity, support, get everyone there.
Yeah.
Like I said to you.
Said it beautifully.
Yeah,
Say anything over
like,
here.
I keep telling people, like, hell, if no one rocks up, we'll still be having a party. So come get a part of it. We're going to do this regardless.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to celebrate this.
Yeah.
So come and celebrate tattooing.
Yep.
And
Are tickets still available? Or
They certainly are.
There'll be
Yep.
tickets on the door as well.
Yep.
We're
Don't
very,
go to buy them in advance.
yeah, tickets on the door. Come through, grab something at the gate, grab some merch, bring a friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come and hang.
So that's
yeah.
Come and see some tattoos.
Winthrop Hall, UWA, 24th and 25th of August. What's the start time?
9 a.m.
9 till 9. So
9 till 9.
Saturday and Sunday 9 till 9.
Yep.
The artists have a special day. The Friday we'll have like a sort of a welcoming ceremony, I'd say, which is going to be exciting in itself. I can't
Yeah,
wait
it's
for
going to be
that.
epic. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
So that's an artist only, and then we'll kick on for the show and welcome everyone through the gates.
Yep. Easy.
Saturday
And
and Sunday.
what's the Instagram for the page so people can go buy tickets? Is it West?
Well, it's West Oz Tattoo Fest
Yep.
on Instagram, but the tickets are through ticketswa.com.
Okay.
Yep.
Jump on there; it should pop up in the first few things.
Yep. And there's
Once
a little
again-
link in our bio anyway. So
Yep.
Yeah,
Jump
once
on there, it's
again,
right there.
big thank you to UWA and the team there, the venue. They handled the ticketing for us, which was a big win. They've been very supportive. But yeah, come on down.
Yep.
Get involved. If you've got a story to tell, I mean, I'm big on it. I'll stand there and listen to anything tattoo involved. Come and tell me your story. If you got an old tattoo, come and show me. Come and say hello to Tess, me and Dennis.
Yep.
Support everybody.
we'll
Get
be
around
roaming
it.
around.
We'll be there.
Nice.
Have to be there. But
I'll tag you guys anyway, the event in the post.
Thank you so much.
easy, man.
But yeah, thanks for being here, guys.
No, thank you, man.
Yeah, anytime.
We've stressed about it back and forth and thought we don't
Yeah,
want
this
to
was
go
easy
on.
breezy. This was easy to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyone
Thank you.
that's thinking about it, jump
Yeah,
on Egg's
just do it.
podcast.
Just do
It's
it.
good,
Do
man.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not
This
paid.
has been awesome.
That's not a paid
Yeah, just
advertisement.
under the table.
That's it. But nah, come along, people. Come and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Get amongst it. Come and artists try and win these awards.
Oh yeah, we didn't even.
Got our
I know.
gold medals.
Hold on a
We've
minute.
got our crownings to happen.
Yeah, we do.
History. It's all there. So
If anyone wins a medal, though, I'm challenging them. You have to come up with a better celebration than the Olympic biting the medal. Do something
Yeah,
better. Do something
yeah.
better. Come up with something better.
I want
Yes.
to see some David Beckham knee slides on the
Yeah.
hardwood.
Put it around the arm and swing it
Yeah.
around or something. Yeah. Do something cool.
Have
Don't
some
do the
jousting
bite.
matches with the helmets on or something. But
So funny.
even that, like it's
I always
the-
do the bite. It's overused now.
Yeah,
like
it is.
just
All right.
yeah.
definitely.
Retiring now
even
this weekend.
even to touch on the competitions. I mean, like that's going to be an exciting in itself. The standard of tattooing is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
So like to the public, to the other artists, bring your best because everyone that's coming is itching for their mark on the skin.
Yeah.
To the public, come and be fucking amazed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, you can have a look at where it's come with our history display to where it is now. It'll blow your mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be unreal.
Yeah.
So entertainment, competitions, history, got it all.
It's going to be fun.
Sure
Looking
is.
It's going to be
to it.
awesome.
Big time.
Anyone that's coming along, come say hi to these lovely
Yep.
folk. They've done all the hard yards so that we can enjoy it. If you see me there, come say hi as well because I'll be there.
And play wavelength.
Yes, play wavelength.
Yeah, I know where I'll find used to.
Yeah.
Be up on the
Yeah,
streets, like,
exactly.
just
Be in the
playing
corner.
trying to guess the worst ice cream or a good tattoo.
If anyone wants to know what we're talking about, head over to my TikTok because there's going to be some clips of us playing Wavelength right after this. So link is in my bio. Yeah, check out more of the podcast, FITG_podcast or FITGpod.com. I'll link these guys so you can buy tickets if you need. Yeah, again, thank you for being here.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you to the sponsors, Industry Tattoo Supply and Dr. Pickles, and all the sponsors and everyone getting around this event. It's going to be awesome, so we hope to see you there. Thank you to the Hen House for always hosting the podcast. I always forget to thank them, but thank you. But yeah, we'll see you all this weekend. Remember to say hi to them, and don't forget to give a fist bump to Dennis.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
See you later, people.